Hi everyone! Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're celebrating World Down Syndrome Awareness Day with a truly extra special conversation. I'm here with the incredible team behind A Little Something Extra Ice Cream, a business that is all about inclusion, joy, and of course, delicious ice cream. This company was founded by Michelle and Anthony Norwood for their son, Hunter. And A Little Something Extra Ice Cream isn't just a business, it's a mission. Since 2018, they've gained over 40 ice cream experts, giving individuals with disabilities the opportunity to gain skills, employment, and most importantly, confidence. Today we're sitting down with Michelle and Hunter to talk about how this amazing company got started, the impact it's had on so many lives, and what being so extra really means. So let's dive in and celebrate Down Syndrome Awareness Day with a little something extra. Okay, so starting off, Michelle, can you share a little bit about the inspiration behind a little something extra ice cream?
So Hunter is my incredible son, and he was born with Down syndrome. And as he got older, we were very concerned about what he would do in adulthood. And I knew, his dad knew, that Hunter has so much to offer the world. Our other two students have had the opportunity to go to college and work, and Hunter wanted the same thing. And I was teaching special education at the time, and my own students were actually working in the school snack store. And when I saw how they were just thriving in that atmosphere from learning all of these employment skills and social skills, but they were being seen and known by the whole student body, I saw that was a beautiful formula. And because as a child, I grew up in a small town and we didn't have an ice cream truck, and I'd always dreamed of having that. I took that childhood dream and then what I saw working for my own students, and that a little something extra ice cream for Hunter.
Perfect. So Hunter, a question for you. What does a little something extra mean to you? What does your business mean to you?
Oh, yeah, that's my Icecream truck.
That's his ice
That
cream
is
truck,
your ice
right?
cream
Yeah.
truck.
Tell her what your title is.
Oh, there's my new CEO.
He's the CEO.
Yeah. Oh, what does CEO stand for?
You remember completely?
Oh, Tom Daly, Security Officer.
Thank
Extraordinary
you.
officer. That's it.
That's so amazing. How does it feel to be a part of the business?
Oh, yeah, this will be fun.
It's fun.
Fun. That's great. And Michelle, how do you ensure that your workplace is supportive and empowering space for all of the employees? And what advice do you have to give to other businesses that are looking to be more inclusive?
Well, one of the things, because we use it as a training tool for other individuals with a variety of disabilities, but one of the things that I make sure that we do on an annual basis is hold an ice cream expert training. And so in that training, the every individual will work on product skills and customer service skills and financial literacy skills, and they're going to be empowered just like any other employee in any other field would be. And once they've completed that training, they receive a t-shirt that they all will wear in the ice cream truck. They have badges with their names on it that says ice cream expert, and they receive a certificate that shows that they've gone through that training and that they have completed it and are official ice cream experts. And to me, that is so empowering because most of these individuals never had a chance to experience school outside of high school. And so they're getting to go through a training process like any other employer might provide. And to me, that's very empowering for those individuals and also for their families who maybe at one time felt like they wouldn't ever get to experience that with their loved one. And we do love that. They get one-on-one training in the ice cream truck. We usually will put one in the truck with Hunter at each time, sometimes two. And so of course we're going to continually, it's always, we make everything a learning opportunity and a teachable moment. And those are a few of the things. There's a million things that we try, of course, to do to empower every single person and show that there is a lot of ability in any disability.
So it's very important. It's really great what you guys do.
Thank you.
It's very important to include everybody, no matter what impairments they may have.
Thank
Yeah. So Michelle, I know you're a parent and you're an advocate. And I know sometimes going to the doctor can be pretty frequent for individuals with intellectual or developmental disabilities. So how do you navigate the complexities of healthcare, such as keeping track of those doctor's appointments and then understanding those medical terms and procedures?
Well, it can be overwhelming, and I know through this journey of Down syndrome, we have met a lot of families. And we have been very fortunate in that Hunter has been healthy his entire life, and we haven't had too many additional specialists. But we know a lot of families who that's not the case, and there is just so much to navigate. As far as with Hunter, I'm old school, and I keep the calendar with me, but it still gets overwhelming. And thankfully we still have our phones where we can Google terminology, and that's an asset that we might not have had 20 years ago. But there is so much to know and so much to navigate. Now it's a matter of working out those medical appointments with his business, because he's a working man and he stays pretty busy.
Yes. Of course, everybody knows the struggles of scheduling those appointments around work. Such a fun, especially when everything's always
Yes.
business hours. Um, so as you know, Curanostics, we've developed kind of a beta specifically to simplify those medical records and put them all in one place. Which also we're also hoping to provide personalized health education and easy to understand format using AI. Do you think a tool like this would help with individuals with disabilities and also their caregivers, such as yourself, to manage that information?
100%. It really would. Um, what we've encountered with Hunter is him transitioning into adulthood. And so, we saw a pediatrician his entire life, and then all of a sudden he's he's not supposed to be seeing a pediatrician, and we're needing all of this data transferred, and even finding a doctor that we're going to have faith in and that can see him on a regular basis. But to have all of that data in one place, that's priceless.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to look at and combine all that data on the app or the beta?
I did briefly, yes. And I'm so sorry. It's been,
Oh
we're
no,
right
you're
here
good.
in the heat of, well, we're not in the heat. We're just getting started with ice cream season, but we had a very, very busy week. The app is beautiful. You've done a great job on that website.
Thank you. Yes, we hope to. We're also updating that soon. Like I said, with that more personalized aspect, so you can get up-to-date information on clinical trials for specifically diagnoses that you or the caregivers may need for the person that they're taking care of, or also just that putting that AI aspect in. I know you didn't get quite the chance to see that because it's not in there quite yet. But one challenge that we've seen often is that medical language can be really hard to understand. And do you think having that AI aspect to like break it down a little bit more in like clear, simple language can really help you understand a lot more and possibly Hunter understand a lot more?
Oh, without a doubt, it would. I've often joked that being the parent of a child with special needs, sometimes you need a whole new degree. You just feel like you need a skill set that's different from raising a child who doesn't have special needs, even if it's intellectual, and of course if there are health issues involved. And it just seems like, as a teacher, I would always tell my students, we're going to be lifelong learners. But as a parent who has a child with a disability, you really are a lifelong learner, because there's something new, some new lingo every single day, and it is overwhelming. And to think that you would have AI to come in and kind of help and clarify things, I think it's brilliant.
Sure. I know some people may have concerns regarding AI. Is there any concerns that you possibly have regarding AI or?
Well, there's so much that's unknown. And so I think that's why a lot of people are concerned because that fear of the unknown is always real. And whether, I remember, I'm old enough to remember when Facebook became a thing. And even that, I remember people thinking there were concerns. And a lot of times just moving along in technology, it can be overwhelming, but I think it's the way of the world these days. Um, I think mainly people with AI, they're worried about things, maybe their personal information being stolen or something like that, but that's happened long before AI. Anyway, I think it actually could intervene and help solve that problem.
Yes, for sure. I think that is definitely a main concern that we've heard while starting Curanostics. But I think one thing to keep in mind with Curanostics is that we have our own AI system. So all of the information is specifically in our system and not anywhere else. So they'll stay directly in the Curanostics app. And then in terms of us viewing the data, all of that is turned into code. So we don't understand anything that people are asking their AI chatbot. We don't have any access to people's medical records. So all of your medical records are safe and secure in the app specifically.
That, again, as I said earlier, is brilliant.
Yeah. So we also aim to provide that personalized health education, such as gathering relevant articles, reports, and medical news specific to one's condition. Do you think this would help with caregivers like you and to stay informed about the latest research and treatment options? I know I work with Dr. Richter in the lab. We're
Yes.
currently working on the mindfulness intervention for Down syndrome, and so having up-to-date information on research like that, do you think that would be beneficial?
Oh, without a doubt. Knowledge is power. And even as Hunter has transitioned into adulthood, we see issues now that maybe weren't anything that was on our radar 10 or 15 years ago with him. And so I think seeing that other people have these experiences and not reinventing the wheel, but being able to read things and see how people address those issues, I think it's priceless.
Sure, yeah. And I know this was a short interview. I didn't want to keep you guys too long. But in terms of a little something extra ice cream, what can we do to support you, such as where can we find you? Where can our followers find you? And how can we, as Curanostics, help you guys a little bit more?
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Well, we can be found on social media at Extra Ice Cream. Our website is extraicecream.com. And we do all types of private events. We do speaking engagements. We published a couple of books, Stars in My Eyes and Superpower, that correlate with the ice cream truck. We go into churches and schools, and we do so many events with corporations, go in and serve all of their employees for employee appreciation. And we have seen kids at daycare, grown men in these factories, all the way up to the elderly in nursing homes. And I can tell you, without a doubt, every single person is excited to see an ice cream truck. We play that music. So a way to support us is just help promote us and know that every time that we sell an ice cream, we are giving Hunter and we are giving other individuals with intellectual disabilities an opportunity to show the world that they have so much to offer. And, I've always wanted the world to invest in Hunter, and I see that he has so many skills that he can invest in the world. And I think together we can all make his life and so many other lives so successful.
Sure, yes. Do you have any final thoughts or messages for our audience?
Well, I think just people
Before I
who
get
tune
off of here,
in
I just wanted to
probably
show you guys
already
the
know,
books
but
that
need to
Michelle
be
was referring to.
reminded that
These were written by
every
Michelle and
single
inspired by her
person,
son, Hunter.
regardless of their
These
intellectual
are linked down
ability,
below.
their
You
health
can get them on
issues,
Amazon. And then
everybody
also,
brings
if you want to
something
support them to their
incredible to the
Instagram
table, and
and also
nobody
go
really
to
knows what
events that
other
they might
people
be
are
at, they are
encountering. And
always
just
at
as you brought up how
local
overwhelming the
Down
healthcare
syndrome
system can
events
be sometimes,
in
how
Alabama.
overwhelming different medical
And yeah, I
diagnoses
linked it,
can
their
be sometimes. So at the
media,
end
their
of the
social
day, I
medias down
think we
below as
all
well.
should just remember
Thank you
kindness,
all for watching.
kindness
Sure.
to everyone. And we're all here to help each other. And I think when we do that, we're going to see so much success.
For sure. Well, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Thank you, Hunter. It was nice
You're
seeing you
welcome.
again. It was nice seeing you guys again.
Thank you, Kaylee.